Hi Zaki's lovers, welcome to my channel again. It's your girl Zaki's. So today what are we doing? We're making a short. You know how it goes over here. So guys, relax and watch till the end to enjoy this. So the first thing I did is supposed to be a maxi short for my clients. So let's measure the length of the short. The length of our short is going to be 15 inches. But for me, whether I'm cutting a short or a trouser, I like to add 2 inches to the length. So that's what you see me adding at that hem. I like to add 2 inches. That is why I have 17 inches. You can see what I have there. I have 17 inches. So what do we do first? I went up, I measured my 17 inches length. Then I entered my flap measurement. I used 9 inches. My crotch measurement I used 2.5 inches. And then lap round I used 13 inches, and then my short m I used 12 inches. That's what I have here right now. So what do we need to do next? So I'm trying to confirm the measurements if it is accurate. The hem measurement, can you see? Yes. And my lap round, okay, my lap round I think I have 14 inches. My hem round I have 13 inches. Yes. So what do we do next? Cut it out. That's all for our front part of our short. You measure the flap, you measure the crotch, and then go in with your lap round and your hip round. Don't forget your hip round. Don't forget your hip round measurement. Then what do we do next? I am placing my front on on my fabric to help me cut the back easily. So I chalk out my flap and my crotch, and I'm extending that crotch by another 2.5. Whatever you have for the front crotch, just add 2 inches, 2.5. Just add times it by 2 will give you your back crotch. So what am I doing at the back now? I am coming up by 1.5 inches at the back flap. That means the back flap will be higher than the front flap. So now my back hem is 1 inch. I extended it by 1 inch, but my back crotch, I extended it by 2.5 inches, since I have 2.5 inches for the front. So now I'm linking my flap, the raised 1.5 inch, I'm linking it to my side, or the side of my trouser, and then this is what I am cutting out. Very easy. Let me say it again. My flap is 9 inches, my crotch is 2.5 inches, and then for my back I added whatever you have for your crotch. Even if you have 3 for your crotch, for your front crotch, your back crotch will be times 2. That will be 6. So that means whatever you have after placing your front fabric on your back fabric, you have to extend it by 2 inches. And then guys, see what I'm doing over here. This one I just like doing it because it just helped me. Yes, the actual flap. You see, I cut out the excess, and then this is what I have for my flap. So what do we need to do? Then after measuring the extra 2.5, you will now measure 1 inch from the, what if you are sewing a trouser, you measure 1 inch from the nail length, or anything a little bit above the nail length, to help you get your right measurement. Then you link it up from that, whatever you have for your back flap, to the nail, then down to your trouser hem. But here it's a short, and now I'm cutting out my flap. Your flap can be 5 inches, so 5 inches on fold. On 5 inches, it will now be 2.5 inches on fold. But in this tutorial, I used, my fabric is not up to, will not be enough for 5 inches, so I used 4.5. So 4.5 is still very okay for me. So 4.5 inches when it is open, but 2.25 on fold. That's what I have. So let's get to the table. Want to sew now. First thing I did was to join my flap together. I joined my flap, the front flap and the back flap. Okay, here I think I'm working on the pockets. I've joined my front and back flap. So guys, please, let's pay attention to this pocket. I don't know how to do. Guys, please, as you're watching, kindly like, subscribe, share, and give the comment, give this video a thumb up please, and comment. You know, I always give you the best. So guys, let's take note of what I'm doing here. I measured 4 inches at the trouser band, and then I came down by 6 inches, and then I linked the lines together. That gave me my trouser, my pocket. I want to make pockets. So the next thing I did was just to place my, look at this fabric now. I placed it under this my front part, and then I cut out the shape. That was what gave me this trouser pocket. And so what I did, so I cut out the shape from just one part of the trouser. You know it will be two now. So I cut out the shape from one part of the trouser, and see what it, please pay attention to this, please. And then I arrange it properly, and then I have my pockets. I have my pockets ready for this side. It's very easy. You just need to take your time. Okay, for reference sake, just measure 12 inches. 12 inches by 12 inches length by 7 inches width. So you need two of that measurement. You can join the sides together, and then what do you need to do? Just cut out, place one of it side by side with your that trouser hole that you cut out, and then cut it out so that you can get the exact shape, and then just follow the process that I did here. So now we are joining the second pocket on this one. If you want to do it on this, maybe I'll have to do it separately one day. For the purpose of my beautiful people, now you know I always want to give you the best, nothing but the best. So the next thing to do is to join the flaps together. Yes. So you notice that I'm leaving out 1 inch. I'm leaving out 1 inch. That one will just be, I'll be using it to hem the trouser. I'm using it to fold it at that end. So my flaps, please, like I said earlier, I used to say that I sew in sections because I don't want a case like where I start sewing straight down and then something happens. So no, I sew in sections. So I sewed the first flap, and then I went back, the first tie, and then I went back to the other one, and now I'm sewing the pockets. I don't want it to get to the hem, and then my band is still left out. So look at what I'm doing. I'll notch. This will help me fold my shorts. Good, good job. So now let's fold my, whatever I do for this, I'll be repeating the same process for all others. So can you see that I did not really help? So if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate student, just please follow the process. Make sure you notch at the right place. Make sure you sew in sections. Make sure you pay attention to this video. And with time, don't just be in a hurry to sew. Because at the end of the day, you might be sewing it wrong and you don't know. But I think why most people used to get it wrong is because they want to finish on time. They want to finish on time. Yes, speed is good, but then you still have to pay attention to details while sewing. So what next? I think I'm done with that, and then I'm joining the sides together. So the next thing to do is I'm still joining the other leg. I'm folding the hem right now, guys. Please pay attention, and then I'll join the flaps together. And then before we now go to the band is easy. Like I said, you can use 2.5 inches. That means it on fold. So when you open it, it will be 5 inches, or you can use 3 inches on fold. When you open it, it will be 5. But for the purpose of this fabric, I use 4.5. That's 2.25 on fold. Then when I open it, it is 4.5. So you can see I'm just folding. This trouser is very simple. If you pay attention, if you start learning today, you can make it the next day. The moment you know how to use the sewing machine. So just pay attention. See what I'm doing. I folded that. I'm trying it to, I'm securing it with the sewing. So the next thing is to place it on sew it on my shorts. Yes. Let's sew it on my shorts. Yeah, so let's sew it around. What are we going to do next? You see this trouser is very easy to rock. I've seen people rock it with t-shirts, with crop top, with anything. So if you know how to make this, it's a win-win for you. So what do you do next? Cut it out. Then fix the back. Anything you do for front, please make sure to do for the back as well. So I'm sewing the one for the back as well. Sew down, cut out the excess, and then we'll move to the next part, which is what, running our elastic through it. Well, now, how do I get my exact measurement for elastic? I cannot tell you to use certain measurement because elastic at times are very can be very funny. Some will be very stretchy, while some others might not be very stretchy. So what I do is just to place it on my perfect measurement and then stretch it. Any part, any measurement that gives me my, and then some clients will say I don't want it too tight, some will say I want it very firm. So anyone that fits my craving at that moment is what I use, is the measurement I use. So look at, I passed it through here. So now pay attention to the way I will run it through this one. I just get a safety pin, attach it to the elastic, and then run it through the hole that your 2 points out. Mine is 2.25. So run it through. Once you get to the edge, secure it with sewing and then continue running it until it comes out from the other end, and then sew as well. Remove your safety pin and sew. That's all. It's very simple. Can you see? You're almost done. We're almost done here. So next thing is just what, attach, sew the sides, of the shirt, guys. And our shirt is like, at this point it is 85% ready. What do I do again? Sew the side of the, oh my god, cut out the excess thread. This is very important, this part is very important. And then let's turn it. Wow, our shirt is ready, guys. You know it over here. Our shirt, so I'm trying to reconfirm the measurement. Yes, my measurement is 42, and then the hip of my client is less than 38. So I meant it when I said maxi short. So who I are, Zaki's, is there knit or knit? So I took it to my weaving machine to weave it. It has to be very neat. So that is what I am doing over here. That is what I am doing over here. So let's weave the other one, and then all the parts I need to weave, I have to weave it. Guys, please, as you're watching, subscribe. Oh, thank you so much as you do so. Like, comment, and share as well. And then you can press the notification bell so that anytime I drop video, you'll be the first to get notification. As usual, I don't drop trash. I drop real content for you. So thank you so much as you subscribe. So now let's cut out the excess thread as well. What's next, guy? I know that you said yes, it's ready. I know it's ready, but the next thing is what? So iron. You guessed right. Yes. Let's go to the ironing table. Let's go get it ironed here at this point. Iron all the parts. Let it come out well. And my shirt is ready. What I just say. So my shirt on my mannequin, so beautiful. I told you my mannequin's hip is like 40, yes, and this shirt is 42, but my client's hip is less than 40, like 37, 36. So I think I'm on the right path. So see what my shirt looks like. Oh my god, do you like this? So thank you so much.